Hi everybody, it's Geordie from Geordie Colours. Thank you for joining me. I have my two new Maria Trolle books and I thought I would do a chatty flip through for them. I'm going to keep it relatively brief, but yeah, quite excited to see these two in person. I have seen flip throughs on other people's channels, but it's been a few weeks since I saw those, so I can't remember what's in these. So we've got Julens, Alla, Farger. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And Årstider, again, don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but basically seasons and Christmas. So let's dive in. I'm going to start with the seasons book. So like I say, I have seen flip throughs on other people's channels, but that was a few weeks ago. And I always think that these books are different in person. Okay, so let's start with the front cover. Beautiful front cover. Love the design, love the colors that have been used. We've got this beautiful kind of rose gold foiling. I think it's rose gold. Yeah, it's lovely. Very similar to Starfall Sagen that we've seen it previously. It's a little bit damaged there, which is a bit disappointing, but it's not the end of the world. So yeah, let's dive in. I'm trying to make sure this is centered and you can see everything. Ooh. And then I knock it. Let's open it up. Okay, so the inside cover is beautiful colour. I really like this yellow look. It's quite fall autumny inspired. Okay, we've got a couple of cute little images here. That is very sweet. Gnome carrying his strawberry on his back. My camera's a little bit wonky. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay, so this is all in, is it Swedish? I think, I'm not 100% sure. So I haven't translated that. So I'll have to translate that to find out what it says. Okay, so the first thing I'm noticing is that the line art is very thick, a lot thicker than I've seen in previous books of Maria's. So yeah, quite thick line art. I don't hate it. I think it's okay. It suits the kind of more simplified pages. But yeah, it's a lot thicker than her previous books. But it's a cute little image. I have seen a lot of people say that these images in here are a lot simpler than some of her other books. And yeah, one of the things that people were saying was that the line art is really thick. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me, but yeah, it kind of is very different from her previous books. Yeah, cute little pages. So I'm guessing this is spring that we're in first of all. So we've kind of got the melting snow, some snowdrops, little fairy house here. Yeah, the line art's really thick, definitely a lot simpler in terms of the content, but still cute. This is very sweet. Okay, I like this little house. And then we've got this kind of witch character. Now, from what I've seen on other flip throughs, she appears throughout the book, this little witch character. So she's kind of an image that goes through the book. So it's a cool page. I really like that one. It would be a great one to do for Halloween, although it's in the spring section. Okay, we've got some geese flying through the sky, a little deer, a river running down, a little house in amongst the crocuses. You can see this done in some pretty purpley colours, a little bit of snow on the ground. Oh, these are super cute pages. So we've got mama hen and her baby chicks, and then this little guy hatching out. Yeah, really, really cute. Some great Easter pages. We've got this kind of Easter branch with the decorations hanging off it. Looks like kind of like a pussy willow type tree with these little hanging tendrils. And then a cute little Easter basket with the daffodils around it. Okay, this sweet little bunny here with all the little Easter baskets or Easter nests hiding around. I guess he's the Easter bunny. And then this little character again. So this is the same character that we saw in the broom here. Here she is with her broom and her cat again. This time she's walking. So I guess she's ditched the broom for now and is taking a different mode of transport. She's off flying again through the sky here, and we've got our rooster out crowing. Another little kind of Easter bunny with the Easter nest. This is really lovely. I like this one, the little kind of flower market stall page. It looks like she's got some eggs and some jams and things along with her plants and the plant pots. Cute little watering can and a tiny little gnome up here with his ladybird friend. Okay, we've got our fox here watching the leaves blow. I guess this could be like cherry blossoms maybe. Seeing as how this is the spring section, and she's got kind of cherry blossoms in her hair. Then we've got our cat perched on the table out in the sunshine, and this lovely little kind of cottage by the river. These are super cute. I like these pages. So we've got our a girl traveling through the countryside on her moped. It could be like the Italian countryside with those kind of poplar looking trees in the background there. And then we've got a more close-up version of her where she's got a little dog between her feet down here and replaced him in the basket with the flowers. Those are really cute pages. And there she is. This is kind of like her apartment, I guess. She's got her moped parked outside, and here she is watering her flowers in her window box. Yeah, sweet pages. And now we've got this ice cream cart. That's super cute. I really like that one. And of course our ice cream. So we're moving on to the summary pages now, obviously. Our lovely little cottage again. This time we've got roses on the outside. And then here's the little guy from the front cover carrying his strawberry amongst the strawberry plants. That's so cute. I love that one. We've got our kind of sweet, I'm presuming it's a Swedish flag and a maypole. And then here is our girl. Oh, this is kind of interesting. I didn't realize at first that we've got the boats in her hair. So this is kind of like the waves. So that could be, yeah, that you could have fun with that. That could be quite interesting. You could do something, you could either do like a gradient hair where it starts out one color and comes down and turns into like bluey green for the sea, or you could do her hair entirely in blue greens, or you could just keep it like a normal natural hair color. That's quite fun. Oh, okay, a little sweet one, but we've got some bats in the sky now, and this kind of little pixie dude down here. But we're still in the summer section, so the bats kind of confuse me a little bit on that page, because this is still definitely summer. But yeah, it's fun. Yeah, I don't know, maybe she's just out on a midsummer's night picking flowers. Maybe this is the moon. That could work. We've got these little, maybe these are the flowers that she's put under the moonlight. Maybe there's something in there. I don't know. I'm not sure. We've got our fireflies and the glass, and then a few of them on the outside here as well. I don't know if this is meant to be a crack in the glass, or is that like lightning for lightning bugs? Don't know. Not sure how I would approach that one. And then we've got our girl going for a swim in the lake, and we've got this cute little pixie guy sitting here watching her. And she's going for a moonlit swim. I'm not sure I'd be brave enough to do that. Like, oh, this is cute. So she's got her rubber ring and she's paddling in the, I presume it's a lake. We've got our mermaid down here. It could be the sea. We've got our mermaid down here. That's a tiny, cute little mermaid. They're very tiny little mermaids. And then we've got another little mermaid page here with the skull. These would be quite fun to do for mermaid, wouldn't they? Okay, looks like we're moving towards autumn with this is our front cover page. Slightly different, but yeah, similar to the front cover where we've got our fox and the kind of leaves blowing down from the tree. Sunrise or sunset, whatever you want to do, and some mushrooms. And then we've got these kind of big mountains with this little tiny house, and I presume this is either a road or a river. And our mountain goat up here. I would probably do it as a river, but either or would work. Yeah, so this is definitely moving into autumn. Nothing's like, there's nothing kind of indicating exactly what season you're in apart from the images. So like some books, you know, they have like a kind of a page in between each one that announces that you're moving through to the next season. This one does not do that, but it's perfectly fine. I don't mean that to sound negative. I'm just kind of pointing that out. But yeah, we're definitely in autumn now. And here she is picking some mushrooms, maybe for a mushroom soup. And then we've got this little guy who's hacked down the mushroom with his sword. Brave little guy, and a little frog here. That's super cute. Oh, these are great ones for Halloween. I like these ones. So we've got kind of like a spooky haunted house with our pumpkins outside it. Now, black witch's cat, or it doesn't have to be black, but our cat sitting up on top of the roof there. And then we've got our kind of witchy shelves with our cat and her hat. Some crystals, some toadstools, some Venus flytraps, some potions, yeah, spell books. That's quite a neat one. And this looks like our witch's pantry with her cauldron here, some veggies, and then some kind of tinctures and herbs, and yeah, a few little mice to throw in there as well. A rather scary looking plant. I'm not sure what potion she's given it, but yeah, he looks rather ravenous. Oh, this one is super cute. Warning, do not open. He's adorable. He looks so sad in there. What a sweet page. I like that one. And then we've got our little mermaid in a bottle. Again, that would be quite a cool one to do for her, for Mermaid. Tiny little mermaids. Okay, we've got this kind of yeah, this tree. These I'm presuming these are winds. They've got kind of evil looking faces. They look a bit like eels. I'm not sure. Maybe there's some sort of Swedish folk story or something that relates to this. I don't know. If anybody knows, let me know. But it's kind of, I presume it's wind. I'm presuming that's what they are. But yeah, okay, a bit different. Okay, this one. So we've gone from, every other page has had this quite thick line art. We've moved to this one, which is back to kind of what I would call Maria Trolle's usual line art, which is a lot thinner. I'm not sure if you can see the difference on camera, but there is a definite difference. I'll try and hold it up so you can see. So that's the kind of line art. Hopefully you can see a difference there. So yeah, definite change between these two pages. But this is a cute page. We've got our kind of pumpkin guy here. Here's our little monster from the bottle. A couple of pages ago, this guy here. He's been released from the looks of things, and he's out trick-or-treating. We've got a couple of little ghouls in the sky as well. Yeah, cute page. Oh, I love that we've got this kind of stall appearing in every season. So we started out with flowers, and then we had ice creams, and now we've got pumpkins and potions from the looks of it. Maybe it's pumpkin juice. Yeah, that's a really cool, I like that. Look at this little guy, he's so cute. And then our kind of jack-o'-lanterns and some candles. We've got a little house inside a pumpkin. Very sweet, and some little toadstool houses. Okay, then we've got this kind of spooky forest with our tiny little girl here and these spooky, spooky trees with all the faces. And then this cute little heart wreath made out of the mushrooms, toadstools, and then these little kind of pixie type characters. They look like Cornish pixies from Harry Potter, don't they? Okay, we've got our Day of the Dead decoration here. Her face paint on and her flower crown. That would be really fun to colour actually. Our Death's Head moths here on some roses. Again, that would be a fun one to do. Oh, so cute. Oh, I love this one. The little trick-or-treaters and this guy dressed up as a dinosaur. I love it. That one's really cute. I really like that one. And we've got our candy and our little ghosties looking quite excited about the candy. You could just go to town with the colours on this one. It would be so much fun to do. Oh, okay, we've got this, looks like we're moving into winter. So we've got some snowfall. We've got our little elf riding on our, I would probably do it as a snowy owl, try and do it a little bit like Hedwig from Harry Potter. Yeah, you can see a theme developing here, carrying his Hogwarts letter maybe. Our wintry cottage in the snow. And we've got our icy castle. Is this the Snow Queen's castle? And this is the Snow Queen blowing out the snow. I think that's how the tale goes, isn't it? That when she blows, you get the snow. I love her crown. That's quite a neat page. I like that one. Oh, and this is cute with the little characters ice skating on the pond. Yeah, I like that one a lot. That's really sweet. Our little, is it an Advent wreath of some description with the 5 candles for Christmas? I'm sure something to do with that. I can't think of what they're called. They have got a special name, but it's not coming to me. A lovely little snowy cottage with our skis outside and some lights up in the trees. And then this is cute, the little bunnies nibbling on the last of the apples from the season, I guess. Some birds carrying some Christmas presents. And then a great one of Father Christmas flying over the sky, dropping his present off to the little fox. Big moon rising in the background. Another ice skating one, but this time we've got a city scene. And even the dog's joining in. This is a lovely cozy one that's sitting in a house looking out at the snow falling with a nice hot drink. Maybe a hot cup of hot chocolate. And we've got our lovely little gnome here carrying an apple as a present on her sled. The apple is a lot bigger than she is. I guess this is her home. And we've got a cute little Christmas tree decorated with apples. I presume they're apples and not cherries. I'm presuming they're apples. Not sure what the significance of apples are. I occasionally see apple decorations. I don't know why. Oh, this is cute. The 2 little kids making gingerbread men. And then the little gnome peeking in. And then a couple of little Christmas baubles and the cute little mouse. And here we have our winter kind of market stall with some lovely treats and decorations. Cute little trees. I really like these market stall pages. I think they're really cool. And then we've got our pomanders. So these are something that I used to make as a child. You get an orange, you poke cloves into it and hang it up somewhere. And the smell would be really nice, the cloves and the orange, the citrus smell. So yeah, that was something that I used to make every Christmas. I used to sit down with an orange and some cloves. So that brings back memories. It's very cute. And here we are, we've got a tester page, but we've got a couple of little things to colour to test out your pencils. And that's it. I see what everybody was talking about in terms of the simplicity of the pages. Definitely a lot simpler than some of her previous books have been. The line art is a lot thicker than previous books have been as well, with a couple of exceptions. There's a couple of pages where the line art kind of goes back to being thinner, this being one of them, and then the other one being that kind of Halloween-y page here where you've got much thinner line work, but on the whole you've got this kind of thicker, darker line work. I don't dislike it. I really like it actually. I think it's really sweet. Yeah, I think each page would be quite quick to do. and not too taxing. I do miss having some of her more detailed work, but I guess there's enough of that in her other books that it's nice to have this as a bit of a change. And yeah, there's so many cute pages. I particularly love these market stall pages that run throughout the season. So yeah, I'm quite looking forward to colouring in this book. I think I'll have a lot of fun with that. So that is Årstider. Again, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it's basically seasons. Okay, and then let's have a quick look at Julens, Alla, Farger. Again, I'm sorry if I'm butchering that. I have no idea. It's the Christmas book. I'm calling it the Christmas book. So let's start with the cover again. We've got this beautiful cover. Again, it's the same sort of covers that we've seen on Starfall and Sagen. Now these two books, beautiful with the rose gold foiling. I love the Christmas tree on the front. And we've got some information on the back, but it's all in Swedish, I think. Lovely inside cover, that beautiful blue. Okay, I know that this book is single-sided, so I am expecting that. So we've got a couple of little images on the kind of title pages. And then we've got a little bit of information here again. I presume that's in Swedish, I'm not 100% sure. I haven't translated it. And then we move into our pages proper. So yeah, again, we've got this quite thick, dark line work, very similar to the last book I just flipped through with you. But again, cute pages. We've got these Northern Lights. I struggle with Northern Lights. I really have to figure out how to do those. That's a cute page. We've got our little squirrel peeking out from behind the stocking. So single-sided, so our col markers are a possibility for this book. We've got our Christmas tree, which I think is the Christmas tree from the front cover, maybe. Slightly different, so maybe it's not, but we've got a couple of squirrels floating about as well. Big star at the top. Now, I'm not 100% sure what these are called, but I know that they are traditional Christmas decorations in some parts of the world. Yeah, that's kind of cute. Normally made out of like hay, straw. Oh, this is sweet. Little Christmas fireplace scene. We've got the little gnomes. He's been lighting the candles. And our cat fast asleep. Tiny little Christmas tree. Tiny little Christmas tree. But yeah, cute page. Little stockings hung up. Very simple page with the mistletoe and our little gnome here, but it would be pretty quick and easy to do. And you could have fun doing some sort of inked background or something on that perhaps. Sweet. And we've got some wheat left out for the birds to eat. Obviously it's pretty cold and they've got no food around, so a nice idea to put out some seeds for them. Little, again, are they apples? I presume they're apples. Little apple tree and our little gnome is skiing down the branch. Which is cute, and our little bird has got a mouthful of the apple. I don't see too many apples at winter time. They're normally falling off the trees by then, but yeah, we've got our cozy indoor scene. A nighttime sky on the outside. The windows are starting to frost up. She's curled up inside with her book. Okay, beautiful Christmas decoration page. I like this one. Baubles and our tree, and then a little mouse hanging a little candy cane, and a little bird with a hat on. I never quite know how to do these kind of like, are they like shiny, you know, like shimmery, shiny kind of like things. Not quite sure how to tackle those, but yeah. We got our shooting star and our two little deer looking up at the sky. Cute. Here are our little deer again. Massive big tree and a little cottage in the woods. Oh, cute little snowman. He's gorgeous with the little snowflakes and the snow falling around. And that's a sweet little one with the candle and the little squirrel. That's very cute. Oh, we know I love a market stall, so here we got a Christmas market stall. We've got lots of candies and goodies that the little girl is pointing to. A couple of little gnomes as well. And a big jar of candies. Have a lot of fun with colours on these pages. Goodness me, it's a big stack of presents. And she's even carrying a little gnome at the top as well. Yeah, very cute page. Okay, our little fox looking up at the star and the decorations. Yeah, have a lot of fun practicing snow. Here's our reindeer getting ready for his flight with Father Christmas. Looks like he's getting his antlers polished while he's munching on a treat. Christmas bells. Again, we've gone from this thicker line art through most of the book, and now we've got one page here that's got the thinner, kind of older style Maria Trolle line art, a lot thinner. Our two little fairies. It's a little bit more detailed. Very pretty. And our girl wearing the bells in her hair. And we've got our kind of like Snow Queen's castle with Father Christmas flying across. Presuming this is a big moon. That would be quite fun to do. A polar bear watching the Northern Lights. Yeah, I really have to learn how to do Northern Lights. You'd have a lot of fun with this one if you get the colours of the Northern Lights reflecting on the snow at the bottom here and even on the polar bear's fur. I'm not sure how I would do that, but I can picture it in my head. And here this looks like maybe it's Santa's workshop with the elves busy wrapping all the presents ready to go out on Christmas Eve. The cat is overseeing everybody there. And here's the big sack of presents ready to be delivered. It's cute. Okay, we've got this girl wearing the crown of candles. I think that would be a pretty dangerous occupation. You wouldn't want it to fall down and start burning your hair. But yeah, pretty page. And this looks like some kind of like Christmas carol service or some sort of nativity, or I'm not 100% sure. It might be some something that is done in Sweden or those sorts of places. I don't know, but that's what it looks like to me. Some kind of like Christmas carol-y type service. It's a cute page. Oh, this is sweet. Little elf getting a ride with the squirrel. Be a quick way of getting around. They can move. With our bears in hibernation here under the snow. Cozy up in a little cave. It's quite a few pages actually. It does surprise me. It seems to keep going and going. We've got Father Christmas again, flying through the sky over the cottage. A little girl dressed up with her Christmas hat on. I like this border with the kind of ribbon and looks like the greenery and some berries, perhaps mistletoe or holly. Oh, cute page. Here's all the Christmas presents piled up underneath the Christmas tree and the cat sitting on top. And here's the cat again. Looks like he's going to be playing with the baubles. Little gingerbread house and our little sugar plum fairy sitting on the top, tucking into one of the sweets. Very cute. Gingerbread family in the Christmas tree. That kind of makes me laugh. That's cute. Sitting down again, we look like we've got some hot cocoa here and some biscuits. The cat's eaten all his. Staring hopefully for some more maybe. I'm sure these are like, and you've seen these throughout the book, I'm sure they're advent calendars and you start with one candle which you light, and then the second week of Christmas you light the second one, and so on until you've lit all of the candles. Yeah, like a countdown to Christmas kind of thing. It's cute with little mushrooms and berries. And here we have a little fox walking through the snow. Again, I presume, well, it could be sunset, couldn't it? Or it could be moonrise. I'm not 100% sure which. Sledding down the hill. That one looks fun. And Father Christmas with his big sack of presents and his little helpers there. And that's it. So yeah, again, very simple pages. I'm not surprised because I was expecting that, having seen other people's flip throughs and reviews. Single-sided again wasn't a shock for me, as I had anticipated that. I like it. I really like it. I think it's going to be a good one to dip in at Christmas, because you never have much time at Christmas, and sometimes some of those bigger, more intricate pages are a little bit too much to try and fit in when you're so busy with other things. So I think it's nice to have this option. Yeah, I can't say anything bad about it. I do really like it. I do kind of miss Maria Trolle's older style, some of her more intricate pages. But yeah, this one's super cute. I will definitely be colouring in it. Plenty of pages that I really like. They're just, yeah, they are just very simplified, but ultra cute. So yeah, there's not much that you could complain about, really. I do really like them, and I'm looking forward to colouring in both of these books. Årstider and Julens, Alla, Farger. I'm sorry if I'm completely messing that up, but yeah, so that's my little flip through. Like I say, definitely feel moved quite far away from the things like Botanicum and Moon Valley, which we started with, and those kind of art styles that we started with Maria Trolle. There's a definite evolution towards a much simpler, kind of bolder page. And like I say, I don't think that's anything bad. I actually quite like it. And especially for this Christmas book, I think it's kind of neat because, like I say, I don't have a huge amount of time at Christmas, and sometimes those bigger, more intricate pages can be a little bit daunting when you know you haven't got a great deal of time to get stuff done. So yeah, I'm looking forward to colouring in these. I'm hoping I can get pages done in each of them relatively soon. We'll see how we go. But yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed both of those books, and I'm looking forward to colouring in them. Like I say, you kind of got to make up your own mind about whether or not you like them or not. I do. I like them a lot. I don't, I don't have anything negative to say about them. They're different. They're just very different from her older style of artwork. So as long as you're expecting that, and you know that you're going to get something very different and a lot more simplified, then I think it's best to, decide whether that's your cup of tea or not. I will definitely be colouring in them. I do really like them. I'm looking forward to trying out some mediums in them and seeing what works. It's relatively similar paper. I think it's the same kind of paper as what's in Sagen. So yeah, I'm quite happy. I'm quite happy with these. I am looking forward to playing around and experimenting in them, and just having a bit of fun. I think that's the other thing with more, simpler pages. You can have a lot more fun with like colours and trying different things. So yeah, I'm quite excited about them both. So thank you so much for joining me. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Have you bought them already? Will you be getting them? Are you not interested at all? Are you very excited about them? I'd love to know what your opinion of these two books are. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it, as I say, and I would love to hear from you, so please do comment down below. Thanks for joining me, and happy colouring. See you again soon. Bye.